Can't imagine things look great out there. If you need anything, ask around.
Hold there.
I'm not in the mood for chat.
Anything you need? Ah.
Take care, my friend.
Good to see you.
Once again, the children of the core think to change the inevitable. They do not see the truth, the futility of their actions. We bring purity to chaos, serenity to bedlam. All will be consumed. This is necessary and good. The children do not understand. The children believe their lives worth living. The children are wrong. The worlds and the core of the worlds live in pain, agony, discord. We bring peace, equality, silence. All are one within our embrace. The children resist what cannot be resisted. They fight a battle that cannot be won. Their actions are ultimately irrelevant. No matter how many times they rise, they will be destroyed. Their time is over. We will consume all.
Damn it! Oh my... Have I been muted the whole time again? God damn it, I was saying a bunch of shit there. I was saying a bunch of shit during the credits. I was probably muted during the boss fight. Was I really muted that whole time? This is the second time! This is the second time in a stream I have done this. I have done this twice. I feel so stupid. When... Oh no. Yeah, no, it must have been like the entire stream because I just didn't... Fuck. It must have been the entire stream because I...
What? Alright then.
What the fuck is this thing? Okay, I don't really have the resources to do this, so I will do it later. But those sound fun, I guess. God, yeah, I must have just been off, like, muted the entire stream. Okay, so to recap what I said, so it's super interesting to me that the end of this game, which I just beat the game, but like, I just beat the game, so I'm gonna talk about spoilers now, but like, it's super interesting to me that that like, there's like, very loose lore, but interesting lore, where like, one, this is during like, the world ended around like World War II era. Also I'm a god of death. I'm just gonna bring that up. I'm a god of death and it's great. Like the world ended in World War II era, and that's funny, and that's kind of fun because like you and that's kind of funny because like you because like you can get little pieces of it with the technology and stuff, and obviously it doesn't talk about current events or anything, and that's kind of interesting. It kind of like gives it a unique flavor. You can see like hints of it with like certain fashions and stuff, but beyond that, like there's other lore that's also interesting in so much as like the wars are kind of crazy, like what the fuck are all of these about, but also like there's apparent like Earth is like the center of some kind of weird multiverse, and I think it was something like there are these dreamers and they connect to other dimensions, but we connected a dreamer to like the fascist plant root, the fascist plants, you know, the root, and that was like a really bad thing. Like it really fucked things up that we connected a dreamer, and so the apocalypse happened, and then we're trying to fix it. So it's all very interesting. So I really like a lot of the lore. It's one of those things where like there's so much, like there's so many details that you could maybe think about, but like also so much left to interpretation, which like makes me think that if I were to look it up, there might be like a decent chunk of fanfic in this. And one thing that I talked a lot about during the credits, because I did like a whole conversation during the credits of like, is that like, okay, I don't have the key anymore. How do I get to Ward Prime then? Okay, I need to figure out how to start the next DLC, because I want to do that before I end the stream. Like, I don't want to end the stream, but like, hey, I beat the game. If you thought the gameplay alone was cool, because I definitely didn't, because I definitely wasn't talking. But if you thought the gameplay was cool at least, and you thought the fact that I was muted the whole time is funny now that I realized it. Coffee and Patreon, Mina, that's me. You don't have to. Following and word of mouth is perfectly fine. I'm on Twitter, etc., etc. It's all good. Just want to plug while I can. But it was interesting because the thing is that like it actually like the game actually. I think this might be the game I was thinking of, but like the final boss is vaguely reminiscent of like Oryx from Destiny 1, cause like the final boss kind of takes you to like this shadow realm, and you gotta fight in there, and then use that to do damage to it on the outside. So it's kind of interesting that it's like that, but like aside from that, the thing that I was talking about was like how this kind of like hive mind version of fascism is like really common in stuff like like plants or really anything being like we will devour you and you will cease to be and you will basically die. There is no part of you that will remain, but there will be peace because we are all one mind. And that's like, and that definitely reads as super fashy to me, but like also there are some ways in which I imagine it being like it could technically not be fashy. Like you could, like I talked about, like there might be ways where that could not be fashy, and I'm kind of dancing around the subject because I feel kind of awkward talking about it, but like without getting into detail, I will say that I do find hypnosis interesting, and that's all I'm gonna say about that, but like that might kind of influence why I don't think about it, and like what I wanted to, but like in so much as like if a hive mind were to be non-fashy, it wouldn't like consume universes or even an entire world or stuff like that. It would be a relatively small hive mind kind of thing, or it would be a hive mind that is like, or it would be a hive mind that like just connects people and allows them to feel greater empathy to others kind of thing. Like there's a distinct difference between the hive mind that I'm thinking about and the hive mind that basically everything else does. Like, and like I don't like making this comparison because I'm not huge on this show right now, and like I think it's okay, but I don't want to but like it's kind of dangerous to bring it up considering the internet. But like I compare what I'm thinking about the non-fashy thing to like the fusions in Steven Universe, and I don't, but like I'm not certain how good that comparison is, and I don't even know if I'm really making sense. And I feel very awkward talking about this, but like that is what I said, and I had an out by I could have just ignored it because I was muted the whole time and I didn't have to say it again, but also I kind of did. I kind of wanted to say it. I kind of wanted to get that out there as like a thought I had. Anyway, outside of that, this game also has like interesting like ideas about like power and people in power, and like all of the worlds, including if you wanted to go with Earth and the root being the powerful creatures, like they have a very negative view of like people in power, and like they're always out for themselves, and they have ideas and stuff on survival, but really it's more so that they want themselves to survive, and they don't care how many people they have to put down to stay alive. And so like in Yeisha with the goat people, the Empress like murders the Empress, like, has, like, a limited stockpile of immortality apples, like Idun in Norse mythology, basically, I guess. But, like, she uses those to keep her immortal, and then has a ruling class that can also have some of the apples, but since she controls the supply, like, and the supply is greatly limited because the twist is that the tree is dying, she makes the shortage, she blames the shortage on the peasants, and like is like, oh, fuck these poor people, they're stealing our immortality. Hey, rich people, why don't you go deal with that for me, the Empress? And like, it's a very interesting power system, and like, there's an active rebellion going on, and you can help them and stuff like that. It's really cool, I think. Like, there's a lot of fun stuff about this, like, within this game that I kind of want to talk about, and like, I didn't think I would be doing a paper on this game, but the more I went through the story, I kind of feel like I would. I'm not sure, but like, so like, there's that, but like, in part, I want to do it as, I want to do it later, because the one that I currently have in mind is about a completely different thing, and I kind of need to get to work on that, but that's a whole different topic. I'm gonna talk around and see if someone will magically give me the thing, but otherwise I'm gonna have to look up on how to start the next narrative DLC. And because I didn't say it, and because technically, legally, I did not say it, currently Viv is streaming Pokemon to raise money for the Flint Water Fund. Twitch.tv/MB Black Sheep. I'm actually gonna type that in chat, but like, they're cool. The cause is cool. I recommend people watch that more than me, but like, I still want to stream. It's kind of my job. I don't want to step on people's toes, but also there's limited time in a day. I am definitely going to be rating with however many viewers I have at the end of this stream. All right. So, do you have anything to say? I kind of murdered the root. I kind of won. I kind of beat the game.
Hello again, friend. Glad to see you back. Hello again, friend.
Okay.
Glad to see you back.
Does no one have anything to say about the fact that I won? Okay, I really don't like vertical tabs. Alright, I don't know how to start this. I'm actually gonna... Subject... Dang it. Subject 2923. Not a review, what's new? And players. Oh, the Origins of the Dreamer program, that'll be fun. Players will discover the origins of the Dreamers, and how they connect to the dreaded root in this brand new campaign, continuing the story with an expedition toward Prime and several new locations. Okay, that doesn't help. That doesn't help me learn how to start it, although I might figure it out in a second. Maybe if I load in... Maybe there's something on this side? I mean, if not, I will happily just stream adventure mode, because that's perfectly fun. Earth. Probably not. Corsus, no. That doesn't seem right. World settings? No, that's not right. Okay. How to start 2923 DLC. I guess while I'm figuring this out, I do want to show off my build because so the Devastator is a really cool crossbow that I like using. It fires 5 like needles basically. That's fun. I like that it can do that. And then I have the Hive Cannon, which is all explosives. And basically I have the Hive Cannon to weaken enemies, and then I have this to do like a bleed damage over time. But what's really cool about all this is that the Warlord armor that I'm using is if I use a Dragon Heart, it'll start to drain. Hell yeah, very satisfying. But like if I use the Dragon Heart, it will slowly drain my health, but it will also give me like innate lifesteal. And in addition to that, I upped the my bleed damage, and also like I have health steal for bleeding. Skull Helmet is rad. I love Skull Helmet. Skull Helmet is also just perfect. So essentially I steal the life of my victims and I am unkillable. The only time I've died with this on, and I probably would have died in other situations, but like the only time I've died with this set on is when I had to face an entirely different boss that was a pain in my ass. Like there was a really annoying boss who gets really in your face, and it was kind of scary, but like I still managed to just kick his ass kind of thing. And like that was the only time where I ever had any problems like with like not doing enough damage, being very scared basically, and like trying to figure out what to do, and it is purely because I would get stun locked. But like all that aside, like this thing is nigh unkillable. I am a god of death. However, there is a particular special. There's a special version of. There's a special necklace that makes all explosive damage read every shot from the Hive Cannon, because they all explode. So every shot from the Hive Cannon also does fire damage, which procs burning, which is a third status effect and more damage over time. And I kind of want to try that out instead of the razor wire, because if I can get like 2 things going there plus the Bloodletters insignia, that sounds delicious. Okay, so subject 2923. Campaign. First, make sure that you bought. Yeah, I definitely installed it. Continue your save. For newcomers, start a new game and get through the tutorial. You need to reach Ward 13 before you'll be able to access. When you're at Ward 13, go to the red world stone. World settings. You'll now be shown your campaign adventure. Select campaign and press X. Oh shit, okay. I'm silly. Of course I'm playing the From the Ashes campaign. Of course that's what I'm doing. Okay, world settings. 2923. The storm may be over, but the threat of the root remains. Travel to Ward Prime and find a way to sever their grasp on Earth for good. And we're just gonna go normal. Alright. Now we're in it. Okay, here we go. Sorry, that was a whole silly thing. I do like that I can technically play the campaign again at any time that I want. Unfortunately, I can't do it on hardcore mode with all hardcore mode with all the stuff that I have. But hardcore mode at some point, maybe, big maybe there, because I'm not sure if I want to yet. Scary.
Hope is what makes us human.
Okay.
A year ago, I walked the worlds and killed the Dreamer, the human.
Oh, this
that
is
the
us.
Wolf were using to invade Earth. When I left
1
the
year
control
later.
tower, I thought the war was finally over. But the
It's not, is it?
Here.
The root looks so
Ford
cool.
thinks we'll find the answer in the old wards, the ones they never heard from. So, I'm heading to Ward Prime, where it all started, hoping to find the root's last connection to our world. I'm sure things will be better after that.
I like that our character explains it or talks about it. God, I look ridiculous, and I fucking love the fact that I look ridiculous.
Just ahead.
Do I get a companion for a bit? That'd be crazy.
I don't know how anybody ever lived
No.
out here. Root could sneak up and you'd never know. Oh, it's creepy if you ask me. Give me concrete walls and rusted towers any day.
Not everyone has those comforts, Bo. Hey, Toki! How you doing?
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, you and me, we're lucky. Look, I'm grateful to serve the ward and all, but I just couldn't live like that for long. How do you do it?
Someone has to stop him,
Well, that's
and
right.
I'm that someone.
Hell, a year ago I didn't think they could be stopped.
One second.
Whatever the reason, I'm glad you came to us when you did. You know, I got a good feeling about this mission.
You're gonna die, my dude. My dude, you're gonna die. And to answer your question, Toki, I'm good. I'm doing all right. I feel very silly because when I was playing this, I went through and beat the entire final boss, but I didn't realize it. I was muted the whole time. I apparently started the stream the entire time. I just was completely muted, and everything I said could not be heard, and it was very silly. But I'm doing good. I am on PS4.
Holy! Will I'll be a two-headed rat. It looks just like the one in Ward 13, but smaller.
Yeah.
According to Ford, Ward Prime should be just up in those mountains. It shouldn't be hard to find. Hey, I think it would be a good idea to check in with the commander. You know, let the ward know we're okay and...
Yeah, dude. It's all
Found
good.
stone out
I
here?
understand. Your baby.
Okay. I've never used one of these before, so...
Oh, we get to watch someone do it.
This isn't gonna do anything weird to me.
Oh, that's fun. That's a fun character. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Toki. That's great. Well, it's time for the God of Death that is the Warlord set to just raise through this a little bit. Although I'm probably gonna meet my nemesis at some point, the one that ended up killing me. This is a fun area. I like this. I like having... You gotta have like a spooky, foggy area at some, like, in your games. I love it.
Come on!
This is more my Earth. This is much more my Earth. I'm a country baby. Never really much for the city. Nice. Headshot. Oh, come on. I could definitely use the barrels to hop of this fence, but okay. Fine. Yeah, Twitch loves to auto emote people. Yeah, this is delightfully spooky. I love this. Hold on. Okay, I guess we have to go the long way around to get over there. That's fine. That is really cool. I didn't realize... I've never seen, like, the crystal interact with somebody else. So, because, like, I've definitely never played this with a fire team. Although you can't blame me for... It's not for lack of trying. I have definitely tried, like, my boyfriend's just not into it, so he doesn't want to play it, and then I have no other friends who play on PS4. Although, if I were to get it on Steam and play it again, which I'd be fine doing, it would be a lot of work, so I might do that. I might do that after, like, taking a break from it. Because, like... But, like, like, specifically playing it with friends and stuff like that. But, like... Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good on PS4. Although I know that, like, on PC there's this thing that you can do called, like, I forget what it's called, but it's like a tracker that tells you what loot is gonna be available if you do, like, adventure mode. And that tracker, you can't really do that on PlayStation 4, but there's, like, a special tracker which would make farming a lot easier for, like, specific things. And I don't really care too much about that because I just kind of enjoy playing the game, but still, that is a thing I have heard that's like a benefit to playing on PC. It's so quiet. I love it. Okay, here we go. Ah, fuck, it's you, big guy. I mean, that's fine. I can deal with you pretty easily. Okay, that's 2 specials down. Come on, get dead, plant faces.
Whew. That was rough.
Oh, hey, buddy.
And stay down.
That guy looks new. Cool, but, like, can you die, though? Oh, there's a motherfucker over there. Enjoy bleeding, idiot.
Woo! It's over.
I think out of every line that the player character says, that's the one that annoys me the most, because it's never over. Oh, oops. I love how I noticed this at exactly 4:30. Hold on. Dinner things, 1 second. Okay. Awesome, thanks Toki. Have a good sleep. But yeah, it's so funny because like this whole game takes place in like a city, at least while it's on Earth. But like this is my turf. This is where I be. This is like not exactly, because it's probably based off of like a country a bit more south, or like a bit more specifically farmland, but like I have been in places a lot like this. So it feels very familiar to me, which is a good thing. I'm saying it specifically because I enjoy the fact that it feels familiar. I don't know what that rolly thing is, although it might be like part of a tractor or something, or like something to till the soil. I'm just saying it. This is much more familiar to me than stuff like the city. Although the city like is familiar because of like cultural osmosis, and it's not, and like still not bad. It's not bad to set your thing in a city. I'm just saying like I think y'all get it, but like I'm just kind of spitting out some words, saying some things that have of no real consequence. It's super interesting that like it doesn't, or like maybe I'm not seeing it, but like the root don't appear, like they're here obviously, but it doesn't look like they've grown around this area, you know? Like there aren't like roots like climbing up any human thing. Like there's like a lot of the farming equipment is kind of weirdly intact. Like it just kind of feels like the humans vacated and everything sort of slowly went down, like slowly crumpled. That's a good shot. That's pretty. Something tells me there's another one of those big boys. Dodge roll to close the distance. Heavy attack. Truly, it's perfect. There's definitely, like, big dudes that way. Fun story, I actually, like, outside my neighborhood, there's actually, like, 2 big, like, abandoned silos. Like, the thing that I hate about my neighborhood is that it's like at least 50% golf course, or probably more like 80%. So, like, it's a bunch of land that, in my opinion, is, like, wasted on a sport that sucks. But, like... Uh-oh. But like the 2 silos are kind of like just kind of there. They're just kind of like there as like a unique thing, so that which makes the entrance into the town stand out a bit more, I guess. It's kind of neat, but at the same time, fuck off, dude. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Get... Oh my god, come here, you fucker. Fine, I'll just shoot you in the back. There we go. I'm just trying to conserve ammo.
It's over.
We are, like, doubling back around, yeah. I figured. So, I know... Like, I said to Nep, and I don't think Nep's here, but, like, I did say to Nep that what I was going to do was kinda... was stream, was stream with the Radiant set. I am breaking my promise, because this set is so cool. And it is a different loadout and stuff. I'm not, like, I'm trying to, like, show off different builds and stuff each time I play, but, like, I mean, come on, it's the Warlord set, and I just got it. I mean, I also was gonna stream next week, not the day after the last stream, but, you know. The fuck are you, my guy? You can have that. Okay, you're not that bad. I do like that I'm seeing some new root enemies here. I don't know if they built them, like, for this area or whatever, but, like, there's some new root enemies, and that's fun. I bet the fog is makes it easy on the PlayStation too. Like you don't have too much going on. So I'm gonna try to, like, learn the, like, go through Ward Prime. Because that's kind of the point of this DLC. Like, there's more stuff within, in Racem afterwards, but, like, a lot of this DLC seems like it's mostly, Ward Prime stuff and, like, lore from Ward Prime. So I'm gonna try and get as much as I can on, like, the first go-around, like, just learn everything I can about Ward Prime, unless, like, unless, like, it'll just be kind of, not a mix. I'm not trying. Like, if it's like, if it's like both go, like it's both a go to, like if you, I'm not sure how it goes. Like, so it could just be like go to Ward Prime, stop by Racem, and then flip flop between the two kind of thing. And I'm not sure what it is. So it might. So based on how it goes, I might do something else. But like, I do kind of want to purely go and explore all of Ward Prime, and that might, and depending on how long that takes, that might be where I end the stream for today. But I do kind of just want to keep playing. Let me see something real quick though. Yep, Viv is still streaming. Hopefully they'll still be streaming for a good while, so that I'm not, so that I can raid them and like... Oh, okay, so there's gonna be a siege. Love that. Oh! You guys are rats.
Stay down.
I mean, fun that y'all are here. This is silly. I mean, is it just gonna be these guys? Because these guys aren't scary. These guys aren't tough even a little bit. These are like the basic bitch enemies. And I have so much self-healing. I mean, it doesn't feel like it'd just be these guys, but could be, I guess. They are quick, I'll give them that, but like, being hard to hit isn't tantamount to being dangerous. I have so much ammo that I can use, and like ammo boxes that'll resupply me. Although this is fun, this is a good intro. It shows that like, that these like, it's very cool to see like enemies from a different world on Earth. I think it's very unique. Oh, come on. Yeah, get fucked. And like, I'm kind of complaining, but like also not being able to kind of pick out enemies in the fog is like, it's fun. Like it's new and interesting to me. Like, this is absolutely new and interesting, and I'm here for it. Okay, you're kind of cool. In so much as you can dodge. You know, I would be more into the siege if I was a bit more worried about potentially dying, which I'm not worried about even in the slightest. That was a waste of that, but like, oh well. Hi, buddy. This is taking a while, and none of these enemies are scary. Like, they're definitely cool. Like, I'm not gonna say that these enemies aren't cool as fuck, but they are a lot less. But they're not, like, dangerous, or I'm not worried about dying to them. Like, I'm fucking up a lot. I haven't even used the Warlord stuff. Like, I don't know where some of this health regen is coming from, but, like, I'm kind of unkillable right now. I mean, if I wanted higher difficulty with this, I probably should have... If I wanted a higher difficulty with this, I maybe should have picked up...
It's over.
A different... I maybe should have put this on a higher difficulty. Like, if I wanted that, I probably should have... I definitely probably should have done that. But, still, like, it was... That was fine. That was cool. Could have been scarier by being harder. And that's on me. Because I didn't make it scarier. Still, very interesting that it's like that. Okay, Mind's Eye, that's just any range damage, that's cool. I want to up status duration, because that's going to be insanely useful for, like, bosses and stuff. But okay, so we're just continuing down that way? Yep. No real sign of a ward yet. Like, almost definitely it'll be here, but we haven't seen one. What is shooting at me? I think something was shooting at me a second ago. Anyway. The Devastator is really good with this build. I mean, there's a lot of ways to make... I mean, there's a lot of ways to make a strong bleed build, but like, the lifesteal for this is just really strong. Like, maybe bleed build with more of a Lido set would maybe have a bit more survivability, but like, this set offers just that little bit of extra fear factor, because you are making a definite sacrifice for the extra lifesteal. But like, even then, it's still like, a ton of healing and super strong, so like I just love this set. It's nice and aggressive. The only problem I've had with it is I need to get better at dodging enemy, like, boss attacks with it. 'Cause, like, that's the only problem I've had is, like, I'm not good at dodging certain boss attacks, and I need to learn their telegraph and stuff. So, I played the campaign for, like... I should have looked at the total time it took me to beat the campaign, because that's kind of important for if I want to do like a 24-hour, like I've thought briefly about doing a 24-hour stream of hardcore mode, and like potential deaths and so on. Would have been nice to have an average time for how long it took me to get through some stuff. Easy.
He's down!
I will say that, like, one of the main problems with this build is that there's not the most, what would you call it? There's not the most opportunity for, like you can run out of ammo kind of quickly if you don't leave it to the bleed and stuff to kill enemies. But even then, like, since the melee is pretty strong, like, you're, like, still pretty golden in terms of most opportunities and stuff. Still no sign of a ward. I mean, I'm not sure what a ward really looks like. We only ever saw, like, I think the outside of a door. But, like, so, like, they're probably not huge, but, like, the first, like, Ward 17 was, like, a massive tower. The plot chickens. Don't know why that... you can't go through there. It's weird. I need to start thinking of emotes, because if I get, like, affiliate, then I'm suddenly gonna have some emote slots to fill. I think. God, these shotgun guys just are not scary. I mean, I've, like, with how much I played this game, I'm used to most of the enemies at this point. But, like, God, they're just not even remotely dangerous at all, even. Come at me. Oh, I love that my spikes are still in their back. That's delightful.
He's down!
Oh, I think I... Well, that might just be a bunch of trees, actually. You gotta be getting close to the ward, though, right? I mean, one would think. Get fucked. Backbreaker ring? Backstab damage. I mean, that sounds like that doesn't seem like the most viable. Interesting concept, but not the most viable, unless, like, getting shot in the back is a backstab. But I don't know if that is. I think it specifically means, like, meleeing someone in the back. That doesn't happen very often. There is a hell of a lunge with this melee set. Like, these claws, they have a pretty damn good lunge. Oop, wait. I should maybe use adrenaline more, all things considered. That looks like a ward. That looks like a ward to me, buddy. I mean, it's the first larger structure we've seen. If it's not a ward, it's something. Yeah, this is definitely a ward. Okay. It doesn't have the punch, but I think ward is better than vault. Like, vault has like sharper syllables and stuff. Vault is still like not as cool of a thing as ward. And then neither of those are as good, in my opinion, as Warren. Like, Kipo in the Age of Wonder Beast has like this game and everything else beat. In terms of like a post-apocalyptic shelters to keep people alive, Warren is top tier. Kipo in the Age of the Wonder Beasts, excellent show, not a movie. Although they might make a movie about it, who's to say? Oh man, that was a whole lot of popping. Oh yeah. We made it to Ward Prime. Probably gonna be some combat in here, but if even so, gonna try my best to do the lore most of all. Yep. Ward is just completely open. So this DLC like specifically advertises itself as being like learn about the root or not about or like the root invasion and then like the dreamers and stuff, because we learned a little bit about the dreamers. We know that they get connected to the guardians of a different world. That's mostly what we know. Like we definitely know of that bit. Sounds like we just got to a very... like one of the larger Hello? Oh boy. are you? Oh shit. Oh, I guess you're physical now? I guess maybe the enemies are physical now? I mean, that's an interesting idea. God, there's so much sound happening everywhere. Awesome. Love that. Spooky whispering. Love it. Okay, so over here isn't really anything. Well, if I had a fuse, it would be something. Oh, this is... I love this, but also... Yeah, I guess death is the great equalizer, or whatever. Like, everyone's equal in death, kinda. But, like, also everyone dies. You know, when people die, they're dead. People die when they are killed. Hey, come on, stay dead. Hey, stay dead, though. Hey, what the fuck, though? Bro, just stay dead. Okay, cool. Well, you're not staying dead. This is fun. I mean, it's not too dangerous, so I guess I don't mind, but I guess I'm just gonna be chased by something all the time now. Damn, you sound pissed, buddy.
September 30th, 1960.
Okay.
Is an auspicious day. The crystal and its corresponding structures beneath the atoll are secure. And Commander Neville has given us full access to the writings. The runes are unlike any script I've ever seen. Commander Neville believes they are of extraterrestrial origin. But I believe they originate from a civilization
loud.
much,
interesting.
Deciphering them proved difficult at first, but I believe I have found a pattern, and I am working on a lexicon. The others do not see it yet. Some
Okay,
even
you sound
claim
mad.
I am
That's
making
great.
but I see clear elements of logic in the runes.
So this is fun because I really kind of need to take a break, but also I think I'm being chased actively, and I may need to actually have like a permanent safe spot rather than... Okay, you're just not on. Okay, so somewhere is a fuse. Fuse is not here though. Somewhere is fuse, but fuse is not here. Thank you. Weird hiss voice. Weird root hiss voice. Fucking rude of you. Yeah, just be a heal goon, idiot. Fuck off. Big guy fucking sucks. Leave me alone, my guy. Shit. I don't know what that does. I'm actively being chased. I mean, this is cool. I'm not gonna say that it's not, but I'm getting a little tired of this. I feel like this guy shouldn't be unkillable, but he kind of is. I cannot think of a way to kill him. Okay, I think he just, like, when he kneels, he starts regenerating health, and I think maybe if I can get him down before he gets all his health back? Maybe? Dude, you suck. Dude, you suck so much. I hate you. Can you just die? Don't have a key. Hey, dude. Oh, okay.
That was rough.
Alright, so that doesn't... No, that's the Ward 13 Master Key specifically. Okay, so it just doesn't attack me if it's not it doesn't attack me if it's... There's some planar shenanigans going on, but it doesn't see me. This is some From Beyond bullshit. So, but I don't know why I would need that. Oh, maybe because of this thing somehow? Yeah, I might need it because of that, specifically. Okay. Let's just check around. There's this thing. BG... I guess that's supposed to help me with like a password or something? But there's no power on. Alright. Given that I am almost 100% certain I'm safe, I'm gonna take a quick break and we'll figure this out in a second. BRB. Okay, I'm back, unmuted, certain of that. People can hear me, and I can hear myself. My lips are a chapped disaster, especially my bottom lip. Could maybe go for some chapstick or something, but that's besides the point. So I guess the plan is I just try my best to ignore this thing. This From Beyond bastard. So if I can do this bullshit when he's like, as he's like rounding the corner, I can probably do this without him coming and fighting me, and without too much hassle with the rest of the enemies. Okay. I just hope he doesn't see this. I also hope that, like, transitioning in from one to the other doesn't, like... Oh, of course it does. Every enemy respawns, including him. Well, at least I now have a very good reason to just not... Oh, that's just handgun ammo, that's fine. It's not what I super needed, but it's fine. Alrighty, Lexi, have a good one.
Woo! It's over.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. I just completely failed at the puzzle. Also, thanks for tuning in. I don't know if I said that, but thank you. Also, you might be gone. Doesn't matter. I cannot kill chair. This is a disaster. I cannot kill chair. Okay, so these guys are kind of everywhere. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I need the fucking fuse. February 18th, 1962. Every time I read Clawbone's passages, I find something new. Sometimes I think the runes may actually be changing, though photographic evidence has proven that to be as ridiculous as it sounds. Only my understanding is evolving. The author of the runes intrigues me. He speaks as though his people are immortal. At first, I interpreted this as in a spiritual sense, like a heaven or the Hindu concept of nirvana. But the stories he tells are not those of souls that have moved on. He speaks of living beings carrying out mundane yet utopian lives. They're real. What if these writings are meant literally? What if his people, who have found a way to send Clawbone's words across the barriers between worlds, have also found a way to elude death itself? It sounds fantastic even as I write it. Yet the possibility cannot be overlooked. If so, then his world may still exist. Clawbone may still exist. He writes of realms his people cannot enter, quarantined by powerful guardians and ancient codes. I believe our world is similarly quarantined, hence the runes rather than a personal visit. But what if we could reach him? What if we could speak to Clawbone himself? Okay, so there's only one page, it just says that I can do that. Okay. So, Clawbone is some kind of root, I assume. Based off of that. I think it's safe to assume that it's some kind of root. But does that mean that any of the root has the aspects of the root have sapience, or is it like, or is it just using a voice? You know? Just gives me more questions about the root that I don't have answers to, at least yet. This is fascinating, though. Okay, well, there's the kind of thing we need to touch. But where's the thing we need to break? Okay, not allowed to just jump through there. And that door's closed. Well, now that I understand kind of the gist of this, I was gonna say jig? That's not correct. But like, Now that I kind of understand what's going on here, it's a good thing that I can, like, explore by myself without having to worry about, danger until later on. Okay, I see where I need to go. The good news is that these dudes aren't particularly scary. Okay, so it seems like... like a pretty straightforward path maybe, but I might be wrong. Oh no, I've kind of got to wind the long way around here. Eh, that's fine. Like, it's unfortunate, but also who gives a shit. Okay, you're gonna be my little healer bitch, and just have a bunch of bleed on you. Ow. There we go.
Woo! It's over.
I mean, hey, like, I love everything they're doing with this. Like, props to them for, like, really coming up with some fascinating shit in terms of puzzle solving. It's just that I'm a cheater. In some ways. Like, technically speaking, I shouldn't have gotten this armor set yet. Technically. How does... Ah. Secrets. Astounding. The runes are a history, even a kind of instruction manual. The author, whose runic name can best be translated as Clawbone, seems to have been a kind of missionary for his own country, and the runes is his epistle. He speaks of the perfection of his home country, a land without sickness, pain, suffering, or sorrow, a land even without death. I can only assume he is speaking about an ancient form of heaven. I have tried to teach others to decipher the runes, but all my efforts have been in vain. They cannot see the patterns I see, and some even claim I am delusional. I had not thought myself much more intelligent than the other scientists, but perhaps I was wrong. In any case, I proved my methods beyond any doubt when I used the ruby lens to decipher the door's passcode. As a result, Commander Neville has put me on deciphering the runes full time. It is my project now. Seems like they might be tricking our friend here. Okay, so we have the maintenance key. That's a huge plus.
Dr. Yurik Harsgard.
Hi,
June
Yurik.
7th, 1961.
What the?
I have made a tremendous breakthrough. The crystal may not be a power source at all. The author of the runes, the one who calls themselves Clawbone,
Good use of them.
a world stone, and suggests it may be used as a kind of viewing or even transportation device. I had originally thought the runes described Clawbone's countries, some prehistoric civilization on a distant continent perhaps. But I have since come to understand that the author is not from our world at all. He or she may not even be human.
Okay, you could have used them.
The passage I've deciphered speaks
Or they,
of
rather.
many
Don't have to be he or she.
different worlds of pain and suffering and death, and most importantly, how Clawbone's people have evolved beyond it all and strive to share what they've learned. I believe we may be able to reach these other worlds, virtually at least, if not physically. The runes speak of connecting minds to minds.
I see.
To see into other worlds, perhaps even speak to them. They may even hold the key to finding the world of Clawbone himself. It's a lot to take in. Some, like Captain Ford, are hesitant to believe it. But they have not read the runes. For whatever reason, they cannot. But Clawbone is not some savage historian. He speaks of science with astounding accuracy, and what may seem like magic.
Yeah, this guy's already
science we have
sus to me.
I have given instructions on how to connect the minds of human volunteers to the World Stone. We are to begin experiments immediately. Now, if Clawbone is indeed ignorant, we will know soon enough. But if I am right, then we may rewrite our understanding of the entire universe.
Well, this guy sucks. Like, he's definitely that pursuit of knowledge type of evil scientist. I mean, he's also being 100% duped by Clawbone, which I assume is the root. I still not sure how to feel about that, because that's, like, it's definitely the root, tricking him. Also, whenever I walk through those guys, it rumbles, that's fun. Like, it's definitely the root tricking him, but does the root have a spokesperson, or are they just using someone they've devoured? Are they just using his voice, you know? Because, like, the two are different things. Although, perhaps to the root it's not different at all, because the root have such a fucking warped view of things. Because they're a hive mind that doesn't get that they're killing people, probably. But generally, they just speak very fashy. Okay, here's probably where we need to go with the research key, or the maintenance key. No? Well, I think back upstairs there was a maintenance room, so that might be where we need to go. This is a lot of fun. I'm liking this kind of puzzle room thing. And I do like that there's a bit of respite. Like we're not constantly in danger as long as we don't touch the spore and like try to do that thing. Like, these guys are around, but they're not super dangerous at the moment. Okay, so over here's maintenance access. This is how we can get in. And even then, like the stuff I have, I'm not really even using the Dragonheart part, but but I can just out heal any damage and just like ignore them for the most part. Okay, that's where we need to go. Next, at least. No unauthorized, hit key and continue. Please clear obstructions from the reactor rods to proceed. So that'll probably be a doorway. Oop.
Dr. Yuri Skarsgård,
Hi.
December 13th, 1962. The early wards have experienced a number of setbacks. The Dreamer in Ward 2 was the center of a mass murder-suicide earlier this year. And Ward 3 is now nothing more than a burnt-out husk. These incidents
Seems like you shouldn't be doing this.
Calculations with the Dreamers. Their minds could not handle the reality of what they experienced. Or so I suspect. There have been murmurings to shut down the wards, but Clawbone's writings warned such things might happen. There is no other way. We are to save our world, to bind our minds with Clawbone himself. Then these are the sacrifices that must be made. Everyone knows what is at stake here. To use a vernacular phrase, we will reach utopia or bust.
Hey, bud? That's not a very fun mindset, because what you think as utopia is probably not even gonna be actually even close to that, to utopia itself. So, pretty standard reactor room here. Full of root, but other than that, it's basically just reactor. Okay, so that's... I'm gonna need to kill that. Like, there's no way I'm gonna get out of an encounter with these guys. They're pretty solidly everywhere. But I need to make sure I know where all of these things are. Okay, there's one here as well. Okay, so there's one above and one below, and then there's one to get through a door. Should be pretty easy to deal with. Like, I guess I could try to avoid the things, but what's the point? These are not scary. Well, they're a bit scary, I guess, but like... Hopefully it doesn't, like, take me out of it each time I destroy one of these things. That would suck. Ah. Cool, my guess was right, that they just take me out of it, and I'm gonna have to, like, go back and forth. Oh well. Hey, legs, man. Take my dots. Hold on to my dots for me so that I can break your thing. Oh no, scary, I'm so worried. Okay, easy enough. I mean, it sucks that it does suck that I have to do it this way, but, you know, whatever. It's not too bad, it's just kind of silly. Oh, you regen your health and... Okay, that was just him regenning his health. Got it. It's okay, everyone. My buddy was just regenning his health. It was just an acorn that hit my son. A little acorn. It's so funny how quotable that movie is to me when it's such a mean-spirited and like there we go. Jesus Christ, that took a second.
That was rough.
Okay, well, we need to do that at least one more time. Well, I guess that wasn't too rough, it was just annoying. Okay. Once more into the breach. At least once more. Hey, fucker. Yeah, you see me. I get it. I get it. You see me. It's fine. Easy. Didn't even get attacked. And the explosion area does not actually affect me, so we're good. Okay, now we're down here. Getting a lot of loot. Plenty of scrap. So that's a plus to all this. Okay, so that's kind of a shortcut. Maybe a shortcut? I'm not actually sure if that's faster or not. Yeah, this isn't particularly faster, because I don't think I have anything... Well, it'll probably be good to have once I have, like, more of the stuff that'll unlock everything. Because at the moment, I'm more so just looking for all the things I need to get, like, to turn on the power and stuff like that. Although I can probably turn on the reactor in just a second. I should also keep an eye on the rooms, because the rooms are pretty important in terms of everything. Okay, this is where I started. This is... Don't think I want to go up there. I think I want to go up here. Because this might be something. Oh! Fun. Oh, come on, really? What's the puzzle here? Oh, wait. I think I get it. 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 I think maybe I need to shoot the lock through the hole. Okay, nice. I love weird puzzles. This whole area is just fun, weird puzzles. I love it. Okay, so this gets me some of the things I was hoping to grab. Fuck chairs. Fuck them. You know, first thing that sucks about chairs? Wood. They're basically the root. Just extra root enemies that that obstruct your way all the time. This is a dumb joke, but whatever. Some adrenaline and a ring of honor. Zuko would be proud. What does it do? Ring of honor. Okay, so it's just a buff. It's just like more health, more stamina, and slightly lighter armor. But you have to use a ring for it, so probably not gonna. Okay. Probably back over here. Yep. Okay, so what are the things that I have? Oh, I have that. So I can just redo all my traits. That'd definitely be helpful, I guess, but nah, not right now. Fuck. I guess I don't really have anything super helpful at the moment. Although I can still turn on the reactor, I haven't done that just yet. That might be what I need to get done to further stuff along. Now initialize it. What is this gonna do? Okay. Is that all the power? Like, is that 100% power back or what? Because I mean, we still need a fuse somewhere. I'm certain of that. Like, let's just look through the medical bay for a second, because there's computers to check with that, and there's definitely something like, let's see. Hit any key. Unlock the medicine storage. Log. Watcher sedation. Schleyer marker. Say Katrin's conscious thought is getting in the way of connecting to the World Stone. They've asked me to look into sedation possibilities, though I'm not sure how that will work if they want to record conscious observations. Imagery, I'll have Dr. Lim look into it. His thesis was on drugs that enhance dream lucidity. That might be the key. 4th of July, forced to work on the 4th of July. Harsgard's got a bug up his ass about these dreamers. All right, Schleiermeyer, Mocker, and most of the rest of them too. I should have known secret military project meant secretly bulldozing workers' rights. At least I get overtime. Fucking nice, dude. Medical storage. Apparently one of the attendants has been using their off hours for recreational ketamine use. Now all access to medical storage has to go through me. Great. This is how bureaucracies happen, people. Gaston's restraints, or Gaston, who cares? Ward 2 Dreamer has shown signs of mild wakefulness. Mild limb movement is normal as far as we understand what normal means for this kind of experimental sedation, but some of the team want his sedation increased. Harsgard, on the other hand, refused. Instead, he ordered Gaston's restraints to be tightened with no dosage change at all. I'm not sure I understand what the restraints are even for, as Harsgard worried Gaston might walk in his sleep. Antidepressants for Weisskopf. Has requested antidepressants for Katrin's team. I talked to Sebastian, who I understand has interviewed several of them and knows their psychological state better than anyone, and received his approval. Not 10 minutes later, Harsgard came into my office and asked me not to approve any medication. He said he feared the medication might negatively impact Ward 1's ability to focus, even after I assured him it wouldn't do no such thing, at least not in the dosages I plan to prescribe. I didn't even know Dr. Harsgard was aware of the request. He's a smart man. I can imagine why he would be against this. Orders for Ward 1. In light of Brunner's death and Schleiermacher's quarantine, I feel I need to put this on record, especially now that I reread my previous log entry. I asked Harsgard if I could examine the bodies from Ward 1 incident. To my surprise, he refused, ordering me to seal the entire ward to avoid any possible contagion. A wise enough order, and I obeyed, but this morning several bodies were delivered to us with strict orders to keep the bags locked up and on ice. We were told they were soldiers and that any other information was classified. I looked up their names and ranks. They don't exist. Where did the bodies come from? I don't have enough evidence to file an official report, and given Harsgard's influence at the top, I'm afraid to do so, but I'm worried about how much he may know or may even be engineering what has happened in the first 3 wards. Maybe I'm just writing this for my own conscience then. I don't know. The sound they make walking around is super fun. Okay, so medical storage is open. Can go through here. Bandage, bloodwort, awesome. Key card, hell yes. The backpack is silly for this armor set, I gotta admit. Okay. Here's a bubble I guess I'm supposed to touch in a second. But I guess primarily I'm opening doors and looking around for now. Anything over here? Nah, just kind of a board of directors type thing. I do like how the controller vibrates when I'm... Okay, there's stuff down here. A lot of stuff down here. Jesus. Okay, that's gonna be a couple trips, I guess. Fucking hell. I mean, I guess it's not too bad, but still, it's a lot. Alright. We'll get to that. Alas, I will never have that conversation with Schleiermacher, at least not in the manner I hoped. The man has become unhinged. But he has definitely seen Clawbone. Notes of the late Dr. Brunner provide some insight into what happened in Ward 1, although their dreamer had not bonded to any Guardian. In a proper sense, Clawbone or something similar was trying to speak through the dreamer to the scientists of the ward. Their minds could not handle this contact, and it manifested as an advanced form of nihilism that led to the deaths of many. Why have I not been affected this way? Perhaps because I've read the runes. I've seen Clawbone's society, vision of what ours could be, or perhaps I have not been affected for the same reason. I alone seem to be able to decipher the runes. Cessation is equality. Serenity among ashes. These words were in Dr. Brenner's final notes. He interpreted them existentially based on the Darwinian assumption that survival is ultimate goal and cessation therefore is evil. It drove him insane, but that's not how I read these words at all. This incident makes one thing at least very clear. When we have perfected the dreamers, when we finally speak with Clawbone, I must be the one to speak to him. Yeah, that's gonna go great. I mean, as we can see, it just went real good. Not a single problem, even a little bit. Okay, back up to the ward entrance. Cool, cool, cool. Is there anything up here that I've been forgetting? Just want to check. I think this ward still doesn't have power because it needs the fuse, I think. Yeah, no, we can't. Okay, well, we got 3 doors to open. And not a lot of bullets, but again, the bullets don't matter. Wait, I'm going upward. Okay, well, what's here? This is like the exit, isn't it? Yeah, this is the exit. Fuck that, never mind. Okay, there's a couple of things. Alright. Think this is the right way? No. This way was the wrong way. This way is down. Hey, buddy. Hold on to my bleed for me, okay? Alright, admittedly they do a whole lot of damage. So, like, the only reason I'm not in a shit ton of trouble with it is that I have like, the draining on the bleed. So, fair shake, there is, like, a reason that I'm okay and other people aren't. Well, there is, like, a reason... There is, like, a possibility of things not going well. Okay, log, reports, system diagnostic. Based on the lack of response, I assume this computer is used for logging purposes rather than communication. That's unfortunate. I've been down here for 3 days now with no contact. So I may as well log my own report. As part of a fire team sent to clear hostiles from the lower levels, we encountered heavy resistance and were forced to retreat. In doing so, I got separated from my team and took shelter here. Unfortunately, now the door won't budge. I'm trapped. There's plenty of food, no survival, so survival shouldn't be a problem. I expect they'll find me after the invasion has been contained. Until then, I'll continue working at the door and listening for signs of activity and maintaining a state of readiness. Private Torres out. To be honest, the date of this report is just a guess. I've slept 5 times since the last log, but I have no idea of knowing how much time has actually passed. To be honest, the date of this report is just... I haven't heard any activity outside the door. I've spent most of my time keeping in shape and investigating my surroundings. It looks like they mixed drugs for the dreamers in here. I also found a fuse abandoned behind the cabinet. Aha. Be the reason the door won't work, but I've been unable to find a way. Any circuit breakers that need it, I'll keep looking. That's all I had to report, I guess. I'm safe for now. I'm grateful, but I hope they find me soon. I'm getting antsy for someone to talk to. Oh boy. I've lost track of the date. Sorry, I'm certain I'm staying awake longer than normal, probably sleeping longer too. Who knows? I've heard noises outside today. Howling and gunfire. I slammed on the door, shouting as loud as I could, but no one came. Then the screaming started. It got real quiet after that. Still safe, I guess, but I might be stuck here longer than I thought. Much later. I have no idea how much time has passed. I'm basically just typing this thing for something to do. No one's come. It's completely quiet outside the door. Jerry thinks they forgot about us, or maybe they're all dead. The roots in here are growing faster. I can't see them growing or anything. Just swear they're getting bigger. I'm kind of scared to go near them. Still got food and Jerry, so that's something. At least I'm not alone. Bored. Think I'm starting to go nuts. We're running out of ways to pass the time. We've played scavenger hunts, Mad Libs, charades, hide and seek. It's totally unfair how good Jerry is at this one. I even taught Jerry to the drum line too. I can see for miles, but that only got old after the 13th repetition. Jerry thinks we should try some of the drugs in here. I told him he's crazy. Who knows what that would do to us. I heard some new noises outside, growling, chittering, maybe even speaking. Couldn't make out any words though. There were some scratching at the door. I banged on it and yelled, "Why the hell not, right? Open is open, even if I have to fight my way out." But whoever was there went away. That was like 7 sleeps ago. Maybe I hallucinated it. I miss other people. Scientific investigations. Poked at the roots today. Thought I saw something glowing underneath, but I got a scalpel to cut into them. Didn't get very far. They wouldn't stop screaming. I shouldn't be surprised. The same thing happened with the walls the other day. In which Jerry wins. Stop counting sleeps after like 40, or was it 60? Don't know. Don't much matter. Starting the drugs on the drugs today will go easy at first. Maybe that Gaston's cocktail or whatever mentioned in the early logs. Dream lucidity sounds like a gas. Cool. Reports. Dr. Simpkin suggested the Dreamer Gaston's breakdown can be at least partially attributed to the solution he was given. Before more Dreamers are connected, we'll need to test several different compounds, decreasing etc, etc. How much you can without losing dream lucidity. Please advise Dr. Harsgard that all Dreamer experiments should be put on hold until we find the appropriate values. I would also like to note again that I found Weisskopf's reactor code. It seems this time penciled into the ceiling above this workstation. Someone needs to confront him about this. If there had been a security inspection, we could have all had our clearances revoked. Thank you. What? I don't think I see anything, any kind of writing. Okay, cool, a tome. Reactor security. I haven't seen any codes since. Either he took the hint and actually memorized the damn thing, I doubt it, or he's hidden it in his office somewhere. As long as it's only his career that's in danger, I guess. Upon further investigation into the ward, I believe the methamide and oxycane levels were unbalanced, leading to electrical fields far beyond the normal range. Dr. Harsgard agreed with the correct balance must be found before reconnecting Ward 4. However, he also asked me to look into what it would take to increase the field range even further. He assured me it was strictly scientific and that whatever cocktail I came up with would never be used on human subjects, but why do it then? Do we have an ethics committee I can discuss this with? Error. File corrupted. Probably file corrupted. Assistance. I am trapped alone inside the medical lab facility in the lower levels of Ward Prime. If anyone can read this, please send assistance immediately. Cool. Okay, so the password is somewhere in his lab, basically. Which I believe is probably the thing. Okay, we've got more of these to do. Shit. Kindly just do the bleed for me. There we go.
Oh, that was rough.
This is going great. Oh, the Ward Prime fuse. Thank God. Okay. Finally found that. Some more tomes of knowledge. What's here?
Dr. Yurik Harsgaard.
Hi,
April
Yurik.
10th,
Again.
1964. I am leaving for Ward 13. The experiments of Ward Prime have proven informative. But we are exploring more promising avenues in the other wards. Starting with subject 2409. Dr. Itzaso says the Dreamer has successfully connected, the first of our Dreamers to do so, and his vitals are stable. Let us see what he sees. From
Creepy.
Ward 13, I will also be able to visit the rooms more easily. I learn more every time I investigate them. Even
Cool,
reading
great.
the same passages over again, I see connotations and meanings I did not notice before, as if the text were speaking directly to my mind.
Awesome. Great.
We will continue the Dreamer projects, tuning them, perfecting them, until one day I can connect a Dreamer to Clawbone himself.
Cool, buddy.
I can feel him, waiting on the edge of perception.
Such a weird name to do this.
Touches my dreams.
Gross.
I must speak with him. He has the answers we need. If we can but find that one crucial connection. Immortality, equality, cessation, serenity. We'll have it all.
Yeah, this guy sucks. Okay, one last one of these, and then we can continue on with more of the stuff. But we did find the fuse, and that's a good start. I think we might be getting close to kind of like the end of this bit. I'm probably missing like some amount of loot, like some small or not, or maybe not small but non-specific opportunities, but like whatever. Okay, just gonna proc some bleeding on you. Thanks so much, bestie. Focus on this. Anything even in here? Okay, loot crate, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's not a bad reward for that. Okay. Well, we've officially done most things. I'm just gonna check something. I think that trophy means I've gotten all the lore in here. I would need to check more specifically, but who cares? Honestly. I'll figure it out, and if I didn't get it, I'll do it later. Yep, back up here. I love this fucking From Beyond bullshit, though, because that's what's happening here a whole lot. Like, it's just a bunch of From Beyond BS with all the crazy shit going on. Like, kind of the thing of, like, perception equals being able to connect. and understand and stuff. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but whatever. Hit it! Okay, that's the power in here. Ugh. Don't know what that was, but it sounded wet. Hated that. Okay. Bigny. Benry. Reports. Oh god, there's a lot. Ward 2. Enji Sato. Murder-suicide on Ward 2. I'm not so paranoid to think that Harsgard expected this, but it is interesting how useful my expertise has suddenly become. Initial investigations reveal nothing out of the ordinary, except that in the Dreamer himself I found a kind of fibrous membrane commingled with Gaston's brain tissue. I suspect it is related to the unusual drugs used to sedate the Dreamer, or perhaps some strange effect of the World Stone itself. In any case, I've never seen anything like it. I would not hope for any more Dreamers to expire, but if they do, it will be interesting to see if they share the same morbidity. Harsgard has asked me to investigate the bodies extracted from Ward 1. After reviewing the particulars of the incident, I have asked to work in quarantine in case there is still underlying risk to myself or the ward. Commander Neville has arranged an off-site lab inside an old farmhouse. Interesting. Reading this entry, I will likely be unavailable for days at a time. If you need me, please contact Commander Neville or Dr. Weiskopf. Ward response. Ward 16 is quiet, trying to contact Dr. Harsgard. Has it been 16 this whole time? I could have sworn it was 17. Has heard anything? Okay. Error. File corrupted. Sato brought me on to keep tabs on Dreamer's health. However, I get the feeling he expects mortalities of some kind while else bring a pathologist aboard. Guess we'll see. Another security risk. Has been scribbling security codes on walls again at this time. This time in the chemistry lab. I've been asked to confront him about it before all of our clearances get revoked. Okay. I figured out a trick to remembering a security code. I admit it's clever 3 letters rather than 6 numbers, but does he really think it will pass a security inspection? Anyone familiar with the storage room and the alphabet could figure it out. I did, though I suppose I was looking for him to do something like this. How hard is it to remember a simple code? Part of me wants to report this, but then I'd have to explain his ridiculous system. Let's see if anyone else catches it first. Three letters rather than 6 numbers. Oh! That's the hint. I'm not a fan of that. I just noticed that what the three letters are, but it's ICU. Cool, but it's, of course ICU is different. But it's 1, 2, H, I, so 9, 3. $31? So 9331, I guess, maybe? Oh, that's your password. What? I don't think I'm getting this right. Because that's an I. So 1, 2, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. That's 9, but I can't select 9. Six, 3, 3, 1. I'm gonna look this up. I don't actually have any idea. Word Prime computer password. This is the only thing I'm gonna look up because I'm horrible with these kinds of puzzles. Well, you'll see. Wait. It says when you interact with the puzzle board on the desk next to the wall, you will see the image above. This puzzle board is a clue to learn the password. By looking at the board and the letters on it, you can determine the password to be for the computer. Oh, it's a multiplication. Okay, so it's... I see, so it's 2, 4... No, wait, it's... What? I don't see how they... I don't see how they come to this conclusion. Like, 2 I understand, and then 4 I understand. But 4 times 3 is 12, not 13. And then that's also 12. Oh, maybe it's plus. Maybe? No, that doesn't make sense either. Because 4 plus 3 is 7. Anyway, it's... I don't fucking get this. 2. 4. 1. 3. 5. 1. Unlock the storage room. Oh, that sounds bad. Cool, new weapon. Excuse me. Okay, so another automatic weapon that might be good for one of my builds, like for the Radiant set. Okay, so there's that, the log. Okay, reports. Okay, I've read everything here. So next is this one. Log, file deleted, deletion note, apparently I'm not allowed to store security codes on this machine, fine. Once again, I'm told that my methods to remember security codes are improper and unsafe. I don't see what the risk is. War Prime is locked down tighter than my mother-in-law's approval of me. Jeez. Even if someone could get in here, what, they're going to associate some random number they find on the walls with the storage room in my office? Right. It's absurd to expect us to remember a new code every 60 days. I have quite enough to remember, thank you. I see. This is... okay, yeah. Aha! I finally figured out a system to remember the storage room code. I can't write it down here, obviously, but it's a little complex. I got it somewhere. Got some help from my brother-in-law, the mathematician. So I need the code. Only uses digits from. So if I assign a 2-digit code to each letter of the alphabet, then I only have to remember 3 letters instead of a random 6-digit number. Then I just need to remember which letters represent the current code. My brother-in-law suggests I use mnemonics to make words, but then I'm still memorizing a new code every 2 months. I have a better idea. Just means I can't play my crossword game anymore, but nobody around here ever played with me anyway. What does that mean? Like, I understand the trick, but like I don't understand how it mathed out to whatever that was. Straitjacket is secure before leaving him alone. Fairly certain he is no longer a contagion risk, but he's still a danger to himself and others. Also remind the staff not to speak to him without authorization. In several instances, seemingly innocuous conversation has driven Schleiermacher, or as happened today, an attendant, to near suicidal depression. Who's Schleiermacher? They've locked down everything in the world, stone level and below. They say the incursion has been contained, but I've been interviewing survivors. Contained isn't how they describe it at all, though to be fair, their perspective is likely to show bias. Note to self, talk to Commander Neville about what's going on down there. Okay. To pack up and leave before... Is this for real? What the hell? There have been squads of Marines down here for days. They said they had it contained. I'm not sure what to do with this information. I have several years worth of case interviews that will take me days to carry out. They don't expect me to abandon all that data, do they? Yeah, they do, because of stuff. Anyway, exit. Reports? I already read those. Right? No. Psychology. Not exactly what I thought I'd be doing for the government, but at least I got an office. Gaston. Committed several murders last night when he took his own life. I didn't even know they could become conscious. Surviving witnesses are now under my auspices, and Neville is breathing down my neck to understand what happened. Looks like I have my work cut out for me. Error. Has been behaving strangely for the last couple of days, more than usual. I mean, and I haven't received any communication back from the other wards. What's going on? Okay. I guess that's it. Although now, still kind of at a loss at how to get in there. One sec. Okay, yeah, I did successfully get the other voices thing. So that's all the recordings in Word Prime. So we have technically gone through all of the lore that's necessary for the trophy. That was part of what I was hoping for. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? I mean, I guess we need to find a way to open the damn door, but... Like, Jesus Christ. Maybe up here? There were computers. I think this might actually be up where we need to go. There was a computer that I couldn't activate. No unauthorized access, blah blah blah. Hit any key. Log. Situation's bad. Much perspiration time fools want. Results has been fully compromised. Oh, Dr. Leto, hi. Formation of gravitational singularities resulting in a spectacular collapse of both the crystal and much. Unfortunately, more work needs to be done before attempting to destroy the other crystals. The General will no doubt whine about the damage and potential loss of life. No, the real reason we cannot proceed is the crystal left behind. I had hypothesized that the crystal would be shattered into glitter and vaporized entirely, but neither was the case. At the center of the singularity the crystal once stood, there was now, I believe, to be a stable but traversal Lorentzian wormhole. Unfortunately, it's too risky to get a closer look. Need more. For now, my time is best served back in my lab. Conundrum. There's so much to learn if only I could duplicate myself. Runes are of Earth origin, but if so, the representation of the proto-language of them is sort of Malta or Egyptian linguistic marvel evidence the single source common to all language as a result, etc., etc., etc. Let me get back to tab. These runes is very old and advanced for their time, has been able to date structures themselves. We must learn more. Okay. Jesus Christ, just... That would get me in, though. Come on. Okay, so maybe that's not the right way, but... I don't know what else to puzzle out here. I think I've explored everything. Like, I think I've gotten most things, it's just that there's not a magical... I just haven't found a magical open the door button. A big ol' open the door button. Okay, so the... We started at the med bay. Nothing's really happening in the med bay as far as I can see. Oh, wait, what's this one? Log. Ketamine. Dreamer. Same stuff we've seen before. Do not increase sedation. February. Uh-huh. So that's not helpful. Okay. Okay. Several pieces of expensive equipment were taken for disinfection. Human Resources plans to hang a memorial plaque. Please remember that public speculation on this is a new war crime incident is unprofessional and potentially dangerous. We understand that discussion of the tragedy is unavoidable. Thank you for understanding a delicate matter, Dr. Husgard. Okay, that didn't help at all. I mean, what do I have to do? I was in there, I made it through there. I can't break it. Like, there's one last thing I have to do, and I'm just not sure. Like, there's probably just like one final thing, as far as I can tell from this. I just don't know what. And I'm getting sleepy. And also hungry. And like, I'm pretty sure dinner's here, but I haven't figured it out yet. Like, it's fun to do puzzle. Less fun to be constantly... to be stumped when doing puzzle. And I just can't shake the feeling that I did miss something extremely obvious and innocuous. Like I'm just missing one crucial thing that normally would be pretty easy to spot, but I just somehow missed it. You know? Right, so that's that. Medical bay. Storage. This way is to the lab. The lab doesn't really have anything of importance. I may look it up again. I'm not happy about that, but I might, because Jesus. Could have sworn I'd found everything. Like the fuse and everything else. Yeah, this is... Like, I'm enjoying this. This is taking too long, though, and I kind of want to quit. Where is... Oh, this is the reactor level. Nope, there's nothing on that computer. Oh, there's like a secret one. Okay. Just gonna proc some bleeding on you, buddy. Don't worry about it. That's not doing any damage. So what am I missing here? I feel like I'm missing something really silly.
That was rough.
Yeah, whatever. I need ammo back, so fuck it. Alright, looking stuff up so that I can finish, so that I can wrap up. Okay, Ward, Prime, Reactor Room. Da-da. Walk through. Computer located. Activate the first breach once again. Destroy the root obstruction. Get the Ring of Honor. Ward Prime key card. To unlock all rooms. Ward Prime fuse. Head. With the power, you'll find a small room. Enter password. That's the password. Press unlock storage room. Head back to the first breach. Use the computers right in front of the blast doors you were... Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. I'm silly. I just need to head back to the fucking front. Like, right in front of the dumb door. Figures. Okay. Yeah, so the only other thing I gotta do is I gotta activate the rift, which will... I kinda wanna stealth this. I can't stealth this, they know. Alright, we did it. Hell yeah, we made it to we made it past that, and I got the wisdom trait. Elemental damage. Nice, nice, nice. Get that to 5, because why not? And now we can step through. We did it, everybody! Fucking finally, we did it! We're finally through with Ward Prime. Like, I'm not annoyed with Ward Prime, but god, that took a hot minute. Also, there's just like random bits of the route there that like hint that maybe you need to shoot something in the fucking reactor room. That's annoying. Super lame. Okay, well I don't have really any viewers. Commander Root is apparently here. And someone named... Okay.
Where did you come from?
Hello? Who are you? Oh fuck, I've let the Root in. I'm a fool. Oh wait, no, you can block it. You're fine. We're good.
You should be more careful. The shadow is following you.
Ah, big man. So that was cool. Alright. And we'll explore Racem next time, which will be actually next week, instead of just marathoning this for multiple streams. Something will be tomorrow, I'm not sure what. See y'all next time. I'm tired and hungry. And I have been Oxmina. Have a good one.